Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to Quantsapp and welcome to pre-market analysis. So let's go ahead and quickly analyze few pivotal data points out there in the market and get ourselves prepared for the upcoming session. So let's see what happened yesterday. So yesterday what happened was, first we saw a very drastic down move happening on Nifty front, right? And both the indices, they collapsed very fast in the first opening hour, and then we saw very speedy recovery as well, right? Then market traded flat for some time. Then again we saw by the close, Nifty closed negative by 0.3 percentage, Bank Nifty closed negative by 0.1 percentage. But net what happened is after a recovery, again it slipped yesterday. So talking about Nifty, which sector dragged the index? So almost all the sectors dragged the index down. Only metal and PSU was the space which was holding the index positive. Okay, so net most of these stocks, and specifically the heavyweights, you talk about Reliance, you talk about HDFC Bank, right? You talk about TCS. Most of these stocks are not showing a lot of strength, and we are seeing the impact happening on Nifty. And also think one thing, if you notice, just check this thing out. Market is right now at 17,500. So we, as an index front, we have not corrected a lot, right? The fall might be very big, 8-10% of fall, which is okay, right? Even less than that, which is fine from the top if you see. But the stock specific correction is happening very drastically in a lot of stocks, right? So the strategy, I believe, should be, if you are looking to trade on the index front, so intraday is something what you should prefer more, because index is not showing a very clean direction, I would say. Matlab, there is not a very drastic breakdown happening, neither a breakout happening on Nifty, right? There are the forecast is slightly bearish to neutral, right? If not very negative, right? Still we can say Nifty is on a lot of short thing. We will analyze it ahead. But the thing is, as an index friend, we are not we haven't collapsed drastically, but some stocks, they have collapsed very drastically. So keep an eye on those stocks if you want to build a long-term portfolio, right? So let's move ahead. Then coming to India VIX. So India VIX quoting at 15.08. So drastic spike in India VIX. So which indicates that there might be a decent volatility coming up ahead in the market. Okay. So let's talk about today where SGX Nifty is quoting. SGX Nifty is quoting at 17,650. So a flat opening is something what we are expecting. Okay. So let's see Nifty's historical build up, what is asked to say. So as I said, okay, a few minutes earlier, so if you just check this chart out, okay, so just check this chart out. What is happening? A lot of shorts getting accumulated, right? Just few longs here and then, very few longs, but a lot of shorts are getting accumulated, right? But from top, which is 18,165, we are just at 17,500. So 700 points down move is something what we have witnessed. So index trend is still hasn't seen a very drastic breakdown, but the stocks have corrected a lot, right? A lot of stocks, specifically mid caps. So now, so the strategy is looking at the historical build-up. There is no possibility, of a good breakout coming in, wherein not a lot of longs are getting accumulated. Number one. So a lot of shorts there in the system that tell you that the bears are still in control. Okay, but the problem is 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. So consistently since 5 trading sessions we are falling. So we should not be surprised if there is a bounce happening in the market, right? So conclusion is that we might have entered into a structure wherein a lot of shorts are already getting accumulated. So we might expect some kind of short covering to happen on Nifty, right? So over here, if you see 17,500 is the level where we should check, does Nifty take support at this level? 17,500 is your critical सपोर्ट लेवल फॉर टुडे निफ्टी 17,500 के आसपास आपको रिव्यू करना है कि क्या बाजार यहाँ पर सपोर्ट ले रहा है क्या. If market takes a support over here, then we might see a good bounce happening from the levels on Nifty, right? So if you just check this chart out, right? So let's just see Nifty first. Okay, so just check this thing out. So Nifty exactly where it takes support. So it took support yesterday also over there, right? So if there is a bounce, we might see a good up move happening in Nifty. So for intraday perspective, just observe if there is any bounce happening around 17,500, around the highest put strike. First thing. Second thing, if there is a breakdown, if market breaks this level, which is 17,450 के नीचे चले जाता है market, right? If market goes below that level, then we might see a good down move happening on Nifty, right? So strategy is very clear on Nifty, right? So a lot of shorts getting accumulated, which keeps our bias on the short side, but we should not ignore the fact that since last 5 consecutive sessions, Nifty has consistently falling. So we should observe, or we should try to capitalize any bounce which might happen today in Nifty. But the strategy should be, we should check first level 17,500. Does market take support around that level, right? So that is our first pivotal level to capitalize. Second level would be 17,450, wherein we will check that does market take a support at 17,450, right? And those are some pivotal levels to capture a short covering happening on Nifty front. Yes, if it breaks this pivot, then we might see again a down move happening on Nifty front. Okay, so that's from Nifty perspective. Let's say Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty again, a lot of shorts getting accumulated, no clean data as such, to be very honest, in Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, if you just see the options OI, so it is exactly where a make or break level is. The highest call and highest put, they are placed at 40,000. So up move is something wherein market sustaining about 40,100 and so on and so forth. We might see a good up move happening on Bank Nifty. 40,000 is the support for Bank Nifty, also the resistance. Any move sustaining on either of the side, we might see a good move happening on Bank Nifty. And the data looks similar, right? The data looks similar even for both the indices, Bank Nifty and Nifty, almost similar. But Bank Nifty, it is at the highest call and the highest put is placed at the same strike. So that is the reason we should wait for a breakout to happen on either on the up or downside. See exactly where previous supports were created. Bank Nifty is taking support exactly over there, right? So 39,600, 39,500. If there is a dip, that is the level we should watch out. That is that level sustaining. If that level is respected, then we might see a good bounce from the lower level on Bank Nifty. 39,500, 39,600 is the zone where we might anticipate a support happening in Bank Nifty. Number one. Second thing, what would happen is that Bank Nifty gives a breakout from here, and all those call writers who have created huge call positions on the 40,000 strike. If Bank Nifty breaks this level, which is yesterday's high itself, and sustains above that, all those call writers might get trapped, and we might see a good up move happening in Bank Nifty. Two things: either dip around 39,500 to 39,600 is something what we might try to capitalize, or anything above market sustaining above yesterday's high, right? That is something what we will try to capture. No, if not, don't purposely create a trade, avoid it if you can. Okay, now coming to stock specific action. So I couldn't find a lot of stocks, to be very honest. One of them which I found is Dalmia Bharat. The reason, a lot of longs getting accumulated in Dalmia Bharat. With few short, there is one short built up, which is okay, right? If I just see, I'm not looking at options open interest data of Dalmia Bharat because new series, not a lot of data would have been formed. So in Dalmia Bharat, the trade is simple. Yesterday's high, right? Yesterday's high, which is 19 to 1925. Okay, Dalmia Bharat sustaining above 1925. We might see a good up move happening on Dalmia Bharat approximately till 1990. Okay, so Dalmia Bharat is our first stock. Reason, a lot of longs getting accumulated, stock respecting 20-day moving average, right? So that gives us a lot of reasons to think positive about this. And the idea is very simple: above 1925. Before that, nothing. 1925 is the level above which we might see a good up move happening on Dalmia Bharat. Okay. Second stock is HDFC AMC. The structure is weak. Okay. If you just see, a lot of shorts and short coverings getting accumulated, a lot of shorts getting accumulated in the system. So all the up moves are route to short coverings, right? If I just look at HDFC AMC, just check this thing out. So yesterday's low getting violated, we might see a down move happening again on HDFC AMC front, right? So it is trading at S1, right? anything below it and yesterday's low getting broken, we might see a down move happening on HDFC, AMC. And let's come to ban list. I doubt there would be any stock in ban. So just put that thing also out. So no stocks in ban, new expiry, so no stocks in ban, neither possible entrance, right? And most of the stocks would be, below par the market wide position limit. And yes, folks, that was it from my side for today's market brief. So to access all these tools, do check out the link out here in the I button, or also you can download it from the description box below. So thank you so much for joining me up till here. Happy trading and take a calculated risk, right? This is just for educational purposes. Go ahead and analyze at your front as well and be a data driven trader. Bye bye. Take care and happy.